Hello everyone, welcome to Pharmacy Lectures. Today we are going to study mechanism of action of local anesthetic. In the previous videos we have studied general introduction and classification of local anesthetic. Today mechanism of action. Let's start. A local anesthetic act by decreasing the excitability of nerve cells without affecting the resting potential. Means that normally the resting potential of a neuronal cell or simple cell is around minus 55 to minus 60 millivolt. It is not affected. Resting membrane potential is not changed. It is neither hyperpolarized nor it is depolarized. We are not changing the resting membrane potential. We are just inhibiting the process of generation of action potential. We are not allowing the cell to generate action potential and transmit the nerve impulse from one cell to another cell. Here, because the action potential or the ability of nerve cells to be excited is associated with the movement of sodium ion across the nerve membranes, anything that interferes with the movement of these ions will interfere the cell excitability. Here you must understand one thing, that whenever the sodium ion enters inside the cell will be there will be more positive charge accumulated inside the cell, because sodium is positive, it is a positive ion, and more positive ion will be accumulated inside the cell, and the neuronal cell will be excited, and it will transmit the nerve impulse, from one neuronal cell to another neuronal cell. If there is no movement of sodium ion from outside to inside, then action potential cannot be generated. And generally sodium moves from outside the cell to inside the cell because sodium is abundantly present outside the cell, and it is present in very low concentrations inside the cell. So whenever the sodium ion channel opens, sodium will automatically move into the cell, and the cell will be depolarized, and nerve impulses can be transmitted from one cell to another cell. Okay. For this reason, many hypotheses have been suggested to explain how local anesthetics regulate the changes in sodium ion permeability that underline the nerve impulse. There are many hypotheses which tells some of them tell that the molecule must be in unionized form, some tell the molecule must be ionized form. Let's look here. These hypotheses include direct action on ionic channels that interfere with ionic fluxes, and interaction with phospholipids and calcium that reduces membrane flexibility and responsiveness to changes in electric field. Today we are not going to discuss the interaction with phospholipid and calcium. We are just going to discuss how the molecule is acting into the sodium ion channel. Action on voltage sensitive sodium channels. Voltage sensitive sodium channels are those channels, if there is a fluctuation in voltage in outside the cell and inside the cell, they open and close according to the fluctuation they are designed to do so. Voltage sensitive sodium ion channels are membrane bound glycoproteins that mediate sodium ion permeability. On excitation, if the cell is excited, these channels undergo conformational changes from a closed to open state, and they will allow the influx of sodium into the cell. Here you can see this is a closed sodium ion channel, and this is an open sodium ion channel. And if this is in open state, it will allow particularly only sodium ion to cross through this channel. And whenever the sodium ion comes into the cell, this is outside the cell, you can say this is into the cell. Whenever the sodium ions comes into the cell will be depolarized. Means if there is more, first there is, suppose there is minus 55 millivolt, and whenever there is an accumulation of positive charge, this negative will gradually reduce. And it will become positive because there is accumulation of positive charge. So it will be positive, 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 and it will reach action potential of around plus 30 or plus 40 millivolt. It will reach, and the nerve impulse can be transmitted across the neurons, and the neurons can communicate with each other. The movements of sodium ion is blocked by local anesthetic. we give a local anesthetic to a particular area, then this local anesthetic will block this movement of sodium ions. And most electrophysiologists and neuropharmacologists now agree that the mechanism of action of local anesthetic result primarily from their binding to one or more sites within the sodium ion channels, thus blocking sodium ion conductance. Now electrophysiologists and neurophysiologists, they agree that the local anesthetic bind to one site or more than one site within the sodium ion channels. There is a certain binding site for some local anesthetic. We'll see here. For example, here it is shown that lidocaine binds across the path of the ion channel, and if lidocaine binds here, it will not allow the sodium ion to move into the cell. And if sodium ion is not allowed to move into the cell cannot gain positive charge. And if the cell is unable to gain positive charge, it cannot transmit impulse from one cell to another cell. In 1984, Hill proposed a unified theory involving a single binding site in the sodium ion channel for both onium ions. Onium means protonated tertiary amines and quaternary ammonium compounds, and unionized form of local anesthetic. Actually, we must also know that there are two types of local anesthetic: one which can be protonated and one which cannot be protonated. So they both are local anesthetic. Some can be protonated and some cannot be protonated, and they both have their action. If we assume that only protonated form will bind, then we must assume that the unprotonated are not local anesthetic, but protonated are also local anesthetic and unprotonated are also local anesthetic, and there must be a certain binding site for both of them. And Healy proposes that the both these compounds, protonated forms and unprotonated forms, bind at same site. Onium ions or protonated ions reach their target sites via hydrophilic pathway. He has proposed there is a hydrophilic pathway. Externally also there is a pathway, and internally also there is a pathway. There is B and B dash. We'll discuss here. B and B for external pathway, B dash for internal pathway. On the other hand, lipid soluble molecules can approach target sites via B dash or A pathway. Here, this looks complex, but it is not so much complex. And before discussing this mechanism, I want to show you structure of two molecules. Here is benzocaine and here is lidocaine. We had discussed in our introduction section and also in classification section about benzocaine that benzocaine is not ionized. Here you can see here is NH2, and you may think that this NH2 can gain H plus and become NH3 plus, but it will not be NH3 plus because this is an aromatic amine. You can see this NH2 is attached to aromatic ring, so this NH2 cannot be protonated. And in this case lidocaine, there is amide, and this amide cannot be, this amide nitrogen cannot be protonated, but this aliphatic amine nitrogen, you can see this is a tertiary nitrogen and it can be easily protonated, and it will be NH4 plus, sorry, NH4 plus quaternary ammonium compound it will be after protonation, and this can be easily protonated. So there are two compounds, one which is not protonated and another which can be protonated in physiological medium. So if our compound gets protonated here, then it can go through this B path, directly through this B path, and bind here This is a local anesthetic binding site if it gets protonated outside the cell. Okay, if anyhow it crosses this lipid membrane, this is phosphate and this is lipid, this is phospholipid membrane. If it crosses this lipid membrane as unionized form, and upon reaching inside the cell, if it becomes protonated, after reaching inside the cell it becomes protonated as BH plus, then it will go through this B dash or B prime path and bind to this local anesthetic binding site. So this was the mechanism for onium ions which can be protonated, and there is also another mechanism for this benzocaine like compounds. There are compounds like benzocaine or benzyl alcohol or menthol which cannot be protonated. So how they will bind to this binding site? So they will come across this path A. They will come across, here you can see this is written A and here is also A. They will come across this lipid. This is lipid, this is phosphate. This small circles are phosphates and this irregular lining, this is lipid. So they will come along this lipid and they will bind here from inside this lipid membrane. And this is the mechanism that how the local anesthetic binds to its membrane. And after binding, this is a sodium ion channel. If they bind here, then they will not allow sodium ion to move into the cell by making some conformational changes in this sodium ion channel. And there is TTX, STX binding site written. There TTX means tetrodotoxin. It is derived from puffer fish or porcupine fish. And STX, it means saxitoxin. It is toxic algal blooms. So this was all for the mechanism of local anesthetic. And in our next section, we will discuss synthesis and SAR of local anesthetics. Okay, thank you.